What's up, everybody? This week we are back out in the beautiful woods of the Pacific Northwest, and we're doing a video that's a little bit different than what we've done in the past, but it's a requested one that we get quite often because one of the cool things about the company is that we have access to a lot of really cool gear, and Buddy and I and the others at the company get a chance to shoot a bunch of cool guns. So we wanted to just do a quick little tour, you could say, of what we're shooting right now and the guns that we're building out in our armory and what we're taking to the range and giving a run through. One of the things we're kind of focusing on right now for fun is we're pushing 5.56 to its limits and beyond. So we built some stuff for that. And yeah, so we're just gonna run through. I got 4 rifles, Buddy has 4 rifles, we got some handguns, and yeah, let's do it up. So Buddy, take it away.
All right, sweet. We'll start off with my SPR build. This is a new one that I'm just currently working on, so trying to get all the bugs figured out on it. This is an LWRC rifle. I've got the Night Force NX8 2.5 to 20 optic on it, sitting on a Geisley mount. Magpul PSR stock, Harris bipod cat can, running the SMS laser on it, and of course the Worry Solutions sling. Yeah, this has been a pretty sweet rifle. Like I said, I've got some work to do on it, but we're kind of trying to stretch this thing out right now. Seeing what we can do with 5.56.
One of the things too, and to point out, is like you have that SMS laser on here, and you know, we have access at the shop to a bunch of really high powered, you know, full powered lasers out there, and this thing's actually been competing pretty well with your higher end lasers. So
yeah, this thing is really rad. I was super impressed with it, especially for the price point.
Absolutely. So that's another cool thing too, is that we like to test out gear and then kind of give our feedback for you all, because there's some good stuff out there that's kind of like hidden gems, and honestly, that one's been running pretty well.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna jump on to my first rifle. This is a rifle that you all have seen me talk about and use in many different scenarios. It's probably my favorite personal gun that I own, and that's gonna be this 11.5 Noveske Irregular Defense mid-gas. Probably worth some money now too, because they're no longer making them, but I'm gonna keep it, I think, because it's awesome. So I have the matching CGS can on here, the Irregular Defense model that they made. There's a full power PEC. Mod light on here, of course. I pretty much predominantly run mod light on all my rifles. I just find them to be some of the best out there, so I like them. I have the GSR furniture you'll see on here, probably the most comfortable grips that I've found. Love this foregrip and how it fits in my hands. Got a little Reptilia sling mount here, the little angled mount. We sell them in the store. They're just awesome. Running T2 on here. Castle mount, nothing else really that special about it. It's just a great workhorse gun. It's got a bunch of use on it, run it all over, and it's just a great little mid-gas, and I love it. It's probably the softest shooting AR that I have.
Cool, we'll go over my Mark18 build. This is my Mark18 clone-ish. It's running on an M4 stamped FN lower, Sons of Liberty Gunworks upper, Daniel Defense quad rail. I'm running the Surefire RC2 suppressor, old school Surefire light, which is white light IR. Also on this one, I'm running the SMS HFXC laser, EOTech magnifier, GSR grip, which I'm pretty much running on everything. Super rad grip. Ballistic Vantage 10.5 barrel, Geisley trigger, Law Tactical folder, and one of my favorite parts of this rifle is the sticker. It says hipsters ruin everything, which is pretty rad.
They do, so.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, that's a super sick clone-ish build. We're definitely gonna make some people upset with that comment, but we don't care. So, all right, jumping on to my second one here. We have one of my newer guns in the armory. This is a Guerrilla Tactical branded SBR on this MCX. Pretty cool. It's one of the first ones that we've built under our SOT. And it's chambered in 5.56. Really cool little gun. This is a SIG gun that I do love and trust. I got the furniture on here from GSR. Again, very comfortable. Got the Mini G, which is a little chop foregrip that's up here that is not available yet, but I've been running it for a while. Extremely comfortable for this build. Got the, again, the Castle mount on here. Got aim point in FDE. Got the Raid X laser on here, which has been really cool. Again, got that little side mount from Reptilia. Love that thing. And yeah, we're running the Silencer Co. Velios can on here. I've been extremely happy with this can and how it runs on this setup. Overall, really fun gun to use. Little SBR here. MCX, just a cool gun. Available in a bunch of different calibers. This one's 5.56, and really enjoying it so far.
Sweet. We'll jump into my third gun, which is probably my favorite in this stack. This is a Knight's SR15 CQB Mod 2, arguably the best fighting carbine to ever be created. Running a Sandman can on the top, Mod Light, Ingall, laser, EOTech, and GSR furniture. Not really much to be said. If you know this rifle, you know what this is. This thing is an absolute workhorse. You can't get better than this.
And so light.
Yeah, this thing is, it's insane.
This is sort of my mishmash Frankenstein build that I've been using for 5.56, and it's been a fun little gun. This is actually a gun that I built recently from a bunch of random parts that we had in our armory, and I was like, you know what, this will make a little fun gun, so let's put it together. So we have our Noveske upper receiver with the quad rail, which is pretty cool and unique, and you don't see too many of those around anymore. It's an older model. I have a SupDef lower on here, which is one that they did a run of a couple years ago, and it's just a fun little strange color to throw into a gun, so I kind of like it. Again, got that GSR furniture on here, very comfortable. Got a Magpul stock, nothing too crazy. Got my Nightforce 1-8 attacker on here, Reptilia mount, really like those. But Castle is coming out with some LPVO mounts soon, and I think we're gonna get our hands on some, and they look pretty promising. Got the little bubble level here that goes in the side of the Reptilia mount, which is a nice little feature. And what else I got? Full power PEC, Atlas bipod. I'm actually not a huge fan of the Atlas bipods. They're one of the more expensive ones out there, and a lot of people want them because I think there's a lot of hype around them, but like the Harris bipods and like the Q1 on my next gun here I'll talk about, I really like those. That being said, it's been great, it's been fine, and it does work for what I need. Got a little quick detach here for my tripod, and overall, yeah, just a fun little gun. Little shout out to our friends at Walter Sobchak Security for these little ranging cards that go, you know, tape right to this buttstock. Overall, fun little CGS muzzle device here. I can swap my CGS can around. Overall, fun gun, shooting 5.56, pushing the limits on it, and it's just been fun to mess with. So that's my third gun for today.
Got one more here. If you guys, if it looks like I got some kind of weird tick, we are in the Pacific Northwest and the mosquitoes and gnats are going crazy right now.
Buddy has seizures.
Yeah. So this thing is rad. This is the No Def. This was a collab between SupDef and Noveske. They did a while back. Super light, super sweet little rifle. Of course, GSR furniture on everything, full power PEC, Mod Light, EOTech. Just a fun all around little shooter.
Little truck gun.
Yeah, this thing is great. Awesome. I think it would be really cool, throw a law folder on this thing. You could pack this down into the super small backpack, slide it under your seat, whatever. But super rad little rifle, a lot of fun to run.
And I guess that brings me to my fourth and final rifle of today. And this is a fun one that we have been using for a while now, and I really like it. And this is, of course, my Qfix. So this one is set up in the 6.5 configuration. It's got the 6.5 Creedmoor barrel on here. Q does a really cool job of allowing you to do these quick barrel swaps. I also have this barrel for 8.6. This is an SBR. I was able to go out there last spring, I guess, a year ago now, and hang out with those guys, shoot with those guys, shoot with their engineers, and build this rifle out and then bring it back with me. So that was a really cool experience and fun to do. Sometimes there's some controversy around Q. That's fine, whatever. I don't like to get involved with it, but this gun is awesome, and I have nothing but respect for the engineering that goes into these rifles after visiting their 2 warehouses and seeing how it's all done. Not only that, but it works tremendously well and speaks for itself, because I've been shooting this for over a year now, and I love every minute of it. Rounds aren't always cheap for 8.6 Blackout and 6.5 Creedmoor, but that's the nice thing with long range. You're usually out there just doing, you know, 20, 30 rounds, getting a day of shooting in, so it's more digestible. So I have this again, chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor, got a jumbo shrimp can for it on the way. We have it otherwise very stock. It's a great rifle. And for an optic on this thing, I have a Nightforce Attacker 5-25. It's been a great optic for this, for shooting 6.5. I got the 100 Concepts cover on here. I got that little bubble level from Reptilia. I got the Reptilia mount. And otherwise, it's just a super compact, lightweight rifle that's very accurate and very fun to shoot. So Qfix, love this thing. Again, we've been talking a lot about 5.56 guns today. This one's breaking that mold, doing 6.5 Creedmoor, and it's just been a great shooter all around.
So here at Gorilla Tactical, we are big advocates of daily carry. This is my personal EDC weapon. This is a Shadow Systems CR920P. If you're not familiar with Shadow Systems, it's basically like a Glock clone. It's a Glock that's just got a bunch of upgrades to it, basically. It's got a bunch of serrations on the slide, a bunch of milling that comes factory with it. Also the factory compensator. I'm running a TLR 7 sub weapon light along with my optic, which is a Holosun HS507K. For my EDC rounds, I'm running Hornady Critical Duties, which I've found is just a really great all-around defensive round. All right, for my sidearm here, running a Glock 45. You'll notice this Glock 45's got quite a bit of modifications to it. I had the boys over at Blue Haven in Midwest City, Oklahoma, do a bunch of work on the slide. They did a bunch of cutting, milling on it, as well as a nice Cerakote job. I'm running a Holosun 508 optic, TLR 7X weapon light, true precision barrel, and on this I'm running the exact same rounds as my EDC pistol, which is the Hornady Critical Duties.
And for my everyday carry pistol of choice, I've been running this Glock 45 now for quite a while and really liking it. I have pretty big hands, so the 17 length grip works great, and it's comfortable to carry the 19 length slide. It does rain quite often here in the Pacific Northwest, so this fully enclosed optic is a great one. I've been running the Acro P2 on here and really liking it. Can't shoot what you can't see, so the TLR 7A weapon light on here is awesome. We're big advocates of everyone carrying a gun with a weapon light, so we of course do as well. Got aftermarket irons on here to co-witness with the red dot. And other than this extended mag release here, I keep everything pretty stock on my everyday carry pistol. I like to minimize the aftermarket internals and external parts because that's more failure points in my eyes, and OEM Glock stuff really does run really well. So other than that, I'm just running these Norma hollow points as my defensive round. Really liking the ballistics on these things. They shoot great and they're very accurate, so I've been running these in my pistol for a long time. And for my sidearm of choice, I am running a Glock 19 Gen 5. I have a 19X grip module on here. Really liking the two-tone. This is my Roland Special-esque pistol. It's not exactly correct, but it's close enough to count. So I have the KKM barrel and compensator on here. Super smooth and accurate with this. Picking off those long 9mm shots for fun. Works great. Got a really salty Surefire X300 on here that I've been using for a long time. Got the Faro MOS plate with an RMR. Yeah, it's just been a fun little shooter, and the pistol I've been running on my battle belt now for a while.
So I hope you guys have enjoyed some of the weapons we've been able to showcase for you today. Here at Guerrilla Tactical, we're super lucky to have our hands on some really amazing weapon systems. If anybody wants to geek out on some really cool guns, hit us up in the comments, and yeah.
And we're doing new content every single week. We have a bunch of stuff scheduled out and a lot of really great topics that we think you're gonna find both fun and informative, and we're really excited about it. So if you're liking what we're doing so far, hit that subscribe button. We appreciate the support, and we will see you next time.